Hello everyone, my name is Ravneet. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm updating you guys on my last year's Pandat or Pandos palettes. If you have seen my last video, you would have known that I was so close to finish 3 palettes. I will be going through all of them one by one and I'll show you how they look like after a month. I will be talking about my goals for last month and whether or not I was able to achieve them, and also we will be setting some new goals. My goals for those 3 palettes were to finish 3 deepest shades in each of them, and that's why I was wearing a lot of deeper looks in May. I know it's summer, but I was wearing a lot of fall, sort of winterish looks. But yeah, I didn't mind that as long as I was getting use out of them. Let's begin with our first palette, which is Wet n Wild's Petal Pusher palette. I'm gonna show you how it looked like last month. And my goals for last month was to finish up that deep purple shade that was left in there. And I'm gonna show you how it looks like today. This is how the palette looks like. Isn't that crazy? I was able to finish the deep purple shade, and also I was able to hit pan on this shade right here. I'm super pleased with the progress I've been able to make on this palette, specifically with that sparkly black shade or charcoaly. Now I have a hope that I will be able to finish it by end of this year. Previously, I wasn't sure if I will be able to finish that black shade in this year, especially because now we only have like 6 months left. But yeah, now I'm hopeful. I will be inserting the number of uses I have used each shade for on the screen. Let's move on to the next palette. It's Comfort Zone. I bet everyone, if not everyone, most of you guys know how it looked like. I had mentioned in my previous video as well that I am doing a collab with Nickel and Lucy on the Instagram. I will be linking their Instagrams down below. This collab is called In the Focus Zone, where all 3 of us are focusing on our Comfort Zone palettes. I have been able to make really good progress on this palette during that project because I wasn't giving this a lot of attention previously, and ever since I joined the collab, I had been focusing more on this palette. And my goal for Comfort Zone was to finish that deep sparkly shade completely, and let's see if I was able to do that or not. That shade particularly was very thin when I showed you last time, and this is how it looks like right now. I was able to completely finish this eyeshadow off, like it's so crazy. And also I've been able to make really good progress on this duochromish shade. Like, this is probably my favorite shade in this palette, and I didn't want to finish it right away, so I was kind of saving it so that I just finish it in the end, and I think I am able to achieve that now. I am super excited. I think this palette will be all finished up by next update. Now let's move on to the part we all have been waiting for. This is the palette that was my previous year's Pandat palette, and I started working on that one in the beginning of January, probably from January 1st, 2020. And this is how the palette looked like last month. As you guys can see that there was only 1 shade left in here, and I finished it. I am super thrilled because this is like the first palette that I've finished in my entire life, and that is so satisfactory. It's so soothing to look at all of those empty shiny pans. Without making you guys wait further, I'm going to show you how it looks like now. Background music, drum rolls please. This is all empty. I can't believe I used every tiny bit of the eyeshadow in here. I am so excited. When I started off with this project last year, I had no idea how long it would take me to finish it, but yeah, it took me certainly more than a year, but also the pans in these palettes are like super huge. I have also recorded a video of finishing up the last eyeshadow in this palette, and I'm going to be sharing it with you guys. Let's move on to the number of uses on how many times I've used this eyeshadow for. And I had some uses on this palette when I started the project off, like it wasn't brand new. And my makeup preferences would be different than yours, and vice versa, because we all have different makeup preferences and eye shapes and the way we apply them. And within this palette, I was so surprised to see some eyeshadows go a lot quicker than the other ones, and it was just the way I was using them. There were like 2 eyeshadows in the pan that I was using in my eyebrows, like I was mixing them together and using them in my eyebrows. And the black one I was mostly using it as a liner, and sometimes I would use it in my outer V or all over the lid, depending on what sort of look I want to go for. And some other shades, like the white one that I was using to highlight my brow bone, and some sort of transition sort of crease shades that went by a lot faster. Yeah, it's so interesting to see the progress journey of every eyeshadow and how long it takes to get used up. Let's move on to setting some goals for next month. For next month, I only have 2 palettes left, and they both have like 1 eyeshadow each. So for next month goals, I would like to finish up this last eyeshadow completely and be done with another palette, which is exciting because that would be the second palette that I would have ever finished in my life. Exciting. And for this one, I just want to use it, at least I would not want to put a uses goal, but yeah, I want to use it as much as I can, because the way I'm using it right now, it's like really sparkly, but I still am able to use it in my outer corners. And I'm not wearing it today though, but yeah, that's how I like to use it, because that way I'll get more use out on this eyeshadow, particularly if I were to use it only as a liner. So that's what I've been really mindful of, and I also try to wear it all over my lids. Yeah, again, a lot of dark looks in June, but yeah, I'm excited to see this gone soon. Yeah, I would like to hit a secondary pan here and possibly able to join those 2 pans, you know, so that it has like a big pan in here. That's what my goals are for the next month. Thank you so much for supporting me throughout this panning journey. Like all of your comments on my previous videos, they've been so encouraging and inspiring. I would really like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And with that, let's end this video right here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for sticking with me again. Bye.